up, guys? Welcome to Red Dirt Roads. Today we find ourselves at the gate to Bulldog Canyon.
However, I don't think this is going to be the Bulldog Canyon that you've seen out there on every video. That's a flat road and it kind of meanders through it and it's super pretty, but I don't think today is going to be that day.
We've got a guy from Let's Roll Off-Road, a local shop out of Mesa, Arizona, leading us through the trails today. Like Suzanne said, I have a feeling we're in for a bit of a treat. I don't think we're going to be running Bulldog Canyon. Anyway, we've got a storm blowing in.
Yeah.
Got some dark clouds surrounding us. You can see kind of out over my shoulder. That's the Superstition Mountains in the background. This is a gorgeous area, guys. One of our favorite areas. Well, we've never done this trail. As a matter of fact, I'm a little fuzzy on what the trail name is.
Yeah, we were told Cottonwood Wash, but we looked it up last night because we always Google before we come out to see what we're in for. We couldn't find anything.
No.
Now this morning we're told Whispering Springs.
No, Willow Springs.
Willow Springs.
Yeah.
Hey, it was a W, okay? I'm pretty close.
Yeah.
So Willow Springs Wash. So
We'll see.
yeah, stay tuned for the adventure, and we'll see you on the flip side. After dodging a few raindrops, the clouds started clearing, and we approached the first obstacle. It was a super cool V-groove through this canyon wall area, and what better runway than this red dirt road up the edge of the rock. Once you get to the top, there's a little bit of a ledge, and then a second waterfall, and then you loop back around down into the wash. That was a really cool first obstacle today. What did you think?
I really liked that ramp. Tire placement was pretty critical going up that. One wrong move and it would be a really bad day.
Yeah, no kidding.
So up above that, we had a couple cool ledges, a little waterfall, if you will. They were spaced out pretty well for the wheelbase of the JL.
Yeah, that hill on the backside was no joke either.
No, that was kind of a cool switchback turn we had to make, and yeah, it got really steep on the decline. When you can't see over that hood, man, it's just a little bit of a pucker factor there.
Yeah, it is. So Ryan in his 392 decided he wanted to play on this little double waterfall.
This was a really challenging obstacle. Watch, do you see how far that tire dropped down? That had to have been a good 40 inches down to the bottom of that pool.
Yeah, you really didn't see it because the water was so muddy. And the tricky part is right on the other side of his hood. You can't see it from here, but when we swing around to the other side, there's a big rock there. So he has to come into the hole and then turn a hard driver right here in order to get around the rock. And then crazy thing is as he drops down, his bumper actually catches on the rock, and for a little while he's teetering on two tires. It's pretty crazy to watch. I'm sure it was even more fun inside the Jeep.
Oh yeah, especially because what he's staring at right there is a good 4-foot drop, maybe 3-foot drop, and his tires another four, probably close to 5 feet in the air, hanging out over nothing, and he can't see what's on his passenger side here. So it's looking pretty tippy from the driver's seat.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. We'll let you take a look at the rest of this. Next up was Frankie, an instigator. He had to take a totally different line because the longer wheelbase, he had to get around that rock. So his line ended up being way outside of Ryan's line.
That Gladiator is sitting on a 4.5-inch lift with 40s. That long wheelbase definitely added a different degree of difficulty on this obstacle for sure.
Yeah, it's crazy. When he comes down off this rock, though, oh my gosh, I did not like this at all.
All right, let's see how Frankie handles this.
Oh, dang, I thought he hit that rock with his, actually, I thought he hit the rear door of the Gladiator on there, but...
I tell you what, that was an absolute testament to how solid those sliders are on that Gladiator. That took one hell of a hit.
And those metal cloak fenders, too.
Those metal cloak fenders are pretty impressive.
Yeah, but, well, he got caught again. So a quick check underneath. We pulled a winch line, a little tug, and he was out of there. So Jason had been telling us about this spot all day. They call it the cave, well, because it's a big cave in the rock. And a great place to play, lots of smooth rock. Well, right away, the guys decided they needed to have a Jeep picture up here in the cave. So what do? They arrange it how any guy would arrange it, and they backed into the obstacle instead of driving in front first. So they thought it was going to be easier to line up backing in, but it ended up turning out to be a challenge to get them all up there and backing them in. Well, we reached the end of the trail. This was a great spot to have a bite to eat, rest, and hang out with friends. With thunderstorm warnings peppering our cell phones, we decided it was time to head back. However, you are going to have to wait till next time to see the rest of our adventure. You're not going to want to miss it because the obstacles and the rock crawling that we found was amazing. And there's some pretty cool recovery action going too. So make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and join us next week for the second part of Not Your Mama's Bulldog Canyon.